Hello, I'm Jesse Anderson, a physical therapist with Premier Orthopedics. I'm here at our new location in Prussia location on East Sweetsford Road. At this location, we offer direct access. You can be seen by a physical therapist without a doctor's referral for up to 30 days. I'd like to go over a few things as far as workplace settings. A lot of people, COVID, they being quarantined at home, they're working from home. Fortunately, not with the best setups. A lot of people working either on the couch, the bed, the recliners. Not a very ideal place to be. Laptops, contrary to their name, should not be on your laps. I do have a setup over here I'd like to show you. Um, First thing, probably one of the best things you can get if you're going to be working from home is a chair that's adjustable, plate, armrest, things of that nature. When you're trying to find the ideal height, you want to roughly look at 90 degrees for a lot of your body. So my feet are able to be flat around 90 degrees at my ankles, my knees, my hips, and have your hips and butt all the way in the back of the chair. If you do have or use armrests and your arms resting on it, it might be 90 degrees with that as well. In regards to the monitor, it's a pretty good height for me here. You want the monitor to be eye level, maybe a little bit below. With that, if you're using a mouse, you don't want to have to reach over for your mouse too much, things like that. Ideally, somewhere to rest your arms on there. So, keyboard in regards to things like phone, headset, setup is pretty nice. If you want to hold it, put your ear to your shoulder a lot. One of the things that's usually recommended when you got to be working up or in a chair is to try to get out of positions. One of the people get to have any standing setup you have over here. This height right here is pretty good for me. More roughly be at elbow level with your hands. In a perfect world, I would have more detached one. And you have this up a bit higher, it's where you can have detached keyboards as well. Give yourself freedom. Footstool here, lower back pain. It's nice to kind of put on a stool, make some pressure shift around. And ideally, though, you're not spending too much time in one position. 30 minutes, 60 minutes, something like that. Around, obviously, depending on how stiff you get or if you have to, if you get to pull in work, set an alarm, set on your phone. Every 30 minutes, 60 minutes, try to move around. Aside from that, attached monitor on the mouse. One of the other things you get for home is a lumbar pillow or lumbar pillow. Go back over to the chair. So lumbar pillows are what you usually called. I have just simply a towel rolled up. In a blanket nest, what you do is you would just duct tape it. You want it fairly firm. This chair has a little bit of a lumbar support. You put your bottom all the way in the back of the chair. It sits right above the belt line and kind of that lower back curve that we have. And what it does is it keeps me straight. Even if I wanted to kind of slouch here, I'd almost have to fight it. Nice tall posture with that to your comfort. And one of the other things I want to try to go over is possibly showing you some exercises for home. Just kind of get out of these things. Wrists in one position for a long period of time. Simply stretch your forearms and wrists. Your elbows straight, pull your fingers back. 10 seconds, 10 times. Just feel the stretch there. You can all go the other way as well. Push it down. Feel that a little bit more on the top. One of the best ones I really like with this is a shoulder blade squeeze. Can be done sitting or standing. I'm going to stand for this one. But for lack of a better way to describe it, we kind of get rounded off with our posture. So try to be nice and tall, squeeze your shoulders straight back. Try to use your middle scapular muscles. You're not trying to hike your shoulders up like that. 5-second hold back there 20 times. Another one we'll give you is a chin tuck. Same kind of reason. We kind of get rounded off forward with our head. Lack of a better way to describe it. You want to give yourself a double chin. Looking in the mirror helps keep the face level, but you don't down or up. You're just kind of bringing your chin right into your throat. There. 5-second hold 20 times. And the mirror would help just to prevent you from looking down or up and kind of get that do there. Another one, if you're doing, especially if you're standing, doing your workplace as a standing setup, switch your glutes. It just kind of helps you activate some core muscles and you can get back a little bit. Depending on how easy your work is, 5 seconds, 20 times. You can put a little longer with that. Another more of a stretch in the front of the chest that we give patients. Heck, minor stretch, we call it. You're simply just grabbing your hand behind your back, trying to pinch your elbows to stick out your chest. what you're looking for with that is anything you really call a stretch in the front of your chest and arms. None of these exercises should bother you or hurt. They feel like pulling. If the pec minor stretch I just showed doesn't seem to be the best one, get a wand, a stick, a walking cane, putting that behind you, and it really accomplishes the same thing. We're just kind of bringing it right off here. Feels anything you'd really call a stretch across the front of the chest and shoulders. Those are a few pieces of advice. Obviously, if it doesn't seem to be helping you as much as you think you need, that's where physical therapists come into play. You can visit our website, ergonomically.com, for location. Our location here, you can be reached in Prussia at 484-768-9107. That'll give you a chance to have a more thorough evaluation specific to what your issues and questions may be, and kind of work with the therapist to go through that combination of manual therapy, exercises, and such.
Jesse, a question that came in is about using therapy balls.
Therapy balls definitely could be part of a puzzle for this. The idea with what a therapy ball is for is it doesn't really let you slouch too much when you're sitting. The main thing I would want for you to recommend 2 points. One, you're going to want to be at the right height. So again, if I'm sitting here and this was a therapy ball, this is about where my height would be. Depending on how tall you are, you're most likely looking at a 55 or 45 centimeter to a 65 centimeter ball. You can also add or deflate the ball a little bit to kind of make it pretty good there. I would advise not sitting on it all day. The idea with the therapy ball is it makes you use a lot of your muscles, and what would happen over a period of time, you're going to start getting a little fatigued and kind of get into the slouch that you're preventing without the energy to really stay tall like that. So it could be added, but I would recommend your 30 to 60 minutes and then sit in more of a traditional chair or standing setup.
Jesse, what muscles tend to get atrophied once you sit?
A lot of them do. Unfortunately, because in regards to muscles atrophy, if you're sitting, you're not really using too much. Some of the bigger ones would be your glutes, which we kind of say that's why I gave you something to stand. You kind of squeeze. Can't really squeeze your glutes too well if you're sitting. Your shoulder blade muscles, again, pull your shoulders back. Those are some of your main ones. But really, when you're sitting, you're not using a lot of muscles. So essentially, a lot of things will atrophy. There's also some muscle balances to work on. That's why I showed you a few stretches in the front of your chest to kind of even things out with muscle balances.
How about in your hips?
Hip flexors are probably going to get real tight on top of your glutes getting weak. So, like I said, there's a couple ways to go with that. That's a little more of a complicated stretch there. But for lack of a better way, everything gets weak when you're sitting for a long time.
Should someone see a chiropractor if they have to sit for a long time?
Chiropractors could also be part of a puzzle with it. In regards to what a therapist offers, usually we're going to be a little bit more of the main line as far as talk about seating ergonomics and working with exercises. That's what therapy really is for, to kind of treat muscle imbalances after an evaluation, see what needs to improve upon with that. Any therapist will try to give you something very specific to your situation to kind of work through and achieve your goals.
And what do you think about standing desks?
Standing for some period of time, absolutely. I wouldn't recommend somebody's on it for 6-7 hours straight, but provided you can have those kind of ideal positions. Elbow, you want your keyboard roughly be at elbow height. This one, you want your monitor to be a little higher. Attachable mouse, keyboard, monitors can help with the more freedom with it. But I'll go again to say, you want to set a time. You don't want to be there the whole time. Whether it ends up being 30 minutes, 60 minutes, possibly a little more, but that's going to be specific to each person.
All right, I think that's all the questions.
All right. So as we said, if you need anything else, you can look at our website, premierwithfood.com, find the location closest to you. Hopefully everybody's doing well and feeling safe. Take care.